Welcome back to Vigor. It's your boy Stealth Jet, and I am back in the mix. Now, let me say this first and foremost right now. I am not against playing with my community. I would love to play with y'all. My wood log is actually OP. Um, yeah, I would love to play with y'all. But like I said, I would like for it to be on stream because when I invite you to the Xbox Live party, Twitch will pick up your voice as well as mine. So that's why I always say if I play with anybody, it's going to have to be on stream because that way the people watching can hear my voice and yours and they can infer with us on what we're about to do while streaming and afterwards too. So that's why I always say add me on Xbox Live. My gamer tag is the same as my channel name up here, and we can set up a stream that way. Or if you would just like to, when I'm streaming Saturdays at 3 and or Sundays at 4, shoot me a message while streaming or invite me to a party while I'm streaming and we can have fun that way. I'm not against playing with my community, the JSS, Jet Stealth Squadron. I would love to play with y'all. Let me say that right now. So let me say this right now too. Send me some clips, not even whole encounters, just send me some clips of y'all having fun in Vigor. I would love to see what y'all are up to. You got two ways to do it. You can send me a message on Xbox Live, or you can email me, and my email is in the description down below. So let me ask the question that I'm sure many of y'all have asked, either while watching my video, mentally you've asked this to yourself, or you commented down below. Why do I like to play Lone Wolf? This encounter will explain to you why I like playing Lone Wolf. This game is already hard as is, right? And the difficulty is not set by the game itself, it's set by the skill level of other players. Now, I mean, you know how you have hard games, right? Where the AI, you can turn up the difficulty on the AI. In this game, and many other looter, shooter, survival games, the difficulty is set by how good the people are around you. In my opinion, your mileage may vary, but that's my theory. So, in my opinion, the learning curve is not a curve; it's a learning angle. It just goes from not difficult to difficult and then hard as hell. That's how I interpreted this game when I first picked it up. The butterfly effect in this game is very, very real. There are going to be 3 plays that I make in this encounter that help accentuate the reason why I like to play Lone Wolf. And I'll explain them at the end. But this one right here is the first one. Now, let's talk about the present. You seen how I spawned near the weapons container? That is the biggest bait of the year 2000 to 2021. Remember, I'm not going for that container. You know why I'm not going for that container? There are 3 teams of 3 in this lobby. You really think I'm going to do that? Remember, I said I'm not going for that container. Because I know people in this game, to some extent. There's a person right there. My trigger finger starts to itch. Can I pull off the same headshot I did before? Something says, no, don't do it. Sometimes you have to listen to the voice of reason that's developing in the back of your head. And it's a good thing I don't do it either. 2 more people. Like I said, team of 3. So now that we know that team is going towards the weapons container, there is going to be some kind of fight over there. Because the container, the barred house, the time safe, shots already going on behind me, and that's a heavy behind weapon. And there's some more footsteps going on too. It's like flies to honey. Not flies. It's like bees to honey. It's like truck drivers to truck stops. It's like I don't even know how to put it. When you play Lone Wolf in a team scenario, you develop a trigger finger that has a sense of awareness. I could have shot at dude, that first guy, only because he was far away from his teammates, and gunshots are still going on in that container. Still going on. Like I said, now I'm not going for that container because you hear that. That's happening right at the container. If I went for it, I would have had about 20 seconds before I died. 20 seconds. But like I said, it's more the learning curve while playing Lone Wolf in a scenario like this. It's not a curve. It's an angle. It goes from 0 to 10, and it shoots up once again. I will draw it for you on the screen, but I don't know how to. So I decide to do something with the airdrop, and that's only because I just want some XP. Honestly, that's the only reason why. Okay. Also, while playing Lone Wolf, it's a catalyst to learning mistakes in this game. When you have a person with you, you can afford to take a little bit more risk because you have an extra set of ears and eyes. But when you're a lone wolf, you have to watch your back. No pun intended, as I'm watching my back right now. You become hyper aware of everything around you because you have nobody to fall back on. All you have to fall back on is your wits, and you're constantly using those. As some more gunshots go off at that container. Like I said, the biggest bait of 2000 to present. So the comm station is actually above me. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that. Now, when I hit this comm station, it's already been relocated. So I can't do the play I usually do. So instead, I make it 2 airdrops. Whenever I manipulate the airdrop, and in an encounter like this, where there's nothing but teams and probably like 2 if not 3 solo players, I manipulate the airdrop in a fashion to where teams are forced to go against each other. And that's a person over there. Gunshot still going on at the container. What I'm going to do is I'm going to assume, as this guy's going to round this corner, I'm going to assume he's going to come into the house. So in a minute, you're going to see me pre-aiming at the red door that's at the front of this house. As soon as he opens it, headshot, dead. If he comes through. But let me go back to my original point. I move the airdrop, if not manipulate the airdrop, to a point where the teams are forced to go against each other. Because things like the barred house, time safe, weapons container, all of that is designed to give teams something to do. And you see, it's working. That container has not stopped going under siege yet. So that's what I do with my airdrops and my encounters. Now, me as a lone wolf, I don't know if I'm going for the airdrop until it lands. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm caught off guard every time an airdrop lands nearby. Because I'm not expecting to go for it. Because I know people in this game. They will camp the airdrop area and kill you as soon as you go up to it. Now, playing Lone Wolf makes you think about other people's actions harder. Why was that guy going up the hill? Was he leaving? Or was he about to hit the timed safe that's literally at the yellow house right in front of me? There's a padlock. You can hear it. What I'm thinking is I'm going to go up to this yellow house. I'm going to see if I hear any footsteps. And when I do hear those footsteps, bam. Metal Gear Solid. Time to be stealthy on the attack. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm going up to this time safe right now. Because I'm thinking somebody may be here. We heard guy go up that hill. But we don't know where he came down at. We don't know if he kept going up the hill. We don't know. But the further I move closer to the timed safe, the more doubtful I become of his presence. So I decided to go for it myself. I decided to go for it. And I'm going to do this in a way where I realize I'm going to be detected across the entire map. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the 2 padlocks real quick. Then I'm going to use the Disruptive Tower in an effort to throw off any PSDs that may detect me, because teams love having PSDs on them. So boom. The entire map knows where I am, and they had 3 times to say, yo, there's a dude at the time safe. Let's go get him. So right now, I'm like, I gotta do this quick. I'm looting the house thinking I can find a picture, but I don't find a picture. Kinda sucks. You heard that? Don't worry, you're gonna hear it again. You're gonna hear it again. Right here, I realize the time safe is actually in the garage, behind the house. Listen. You hear that? Hear that? Contact bomb. You see I point my camera in that direction, noting there's a contact bomb in there. Now this is really smart by the teams. Because for the 2 padlocks that go off, I'm going to have to shoot the 2 contact bombs, letting everybody know that I'm here.
Airdrop incoming. Get ready.
So, like I just said, I got to shoot these contact bombs. Giving away my position 2 more times. Now listen to this. Listen. You heard that? I'm already surrounded. I'm already surrounded. Playing Lone Wolf forces you to think fight or flight. I'm not going to win against 3 guys. One of them is up on a ridge shooting down at me and trying to suppress the ever-living hell out of me. And I don't know where his 2 buddies are at either. The difficulty curve is not a curve, it's an angle. And it shoots up. Mortar strike on the car that was shot at. Somebody thought I was at that car, so now I'm like MVP, or MVT, excuse me, most valuable target. Gunshots calm down. Because they realize the time safe is theirs. They forced me out of it. I'm not going to win a 1v3 scenario. I'm not going to. But remember that fake glint that I put up at the top of the ridge? They're now shooting at it. They think that's a person. Perfect time for me to run towards these airdrops. Now, if you remember, actually, if you watch my stream, I said I hate using this exit on Fisky Fabric. What exit am I talking about? This exit that's right down this road, right up here. So what do? I think playing Lone Wolf, logic is your lifeline. You have to be logical. What I mean by that, in this particular encounter, I'm going to run to the exit. I'm going to run to the exit that I hate. And I'm going to use the PSD while I am near the exit. Why am I doing that? Because if anybody's near the exit, the PSD is going to pick them up. And not the guys who are shooting at my fake glint on the other side of the map. What I just did was I assumed that somebody was at that exit behind me. I just pinged. But since there wasn't, I know for a fact that that exit is safe. I'm going to get the airdrop. I'm going to run like hell. Because 6 feet are faster than 2. We don't know where those guys are at. That could be just one dude out of the 3 who was shooting that fake glint. The other ones, the other 2 people, they could have been following me the entire time. Now, there's a failsafe too. An ultra sure factor, if I want to call it that. There's a PSD. And then there are crows. Y'all hear any crows? Because I don't. Therefore, that means this exit was truly safe. Being logical as a lone wolf, that is your play. You have to think outside the box. You gotta be smart about your plays. I made 3 big plays this entire encounter. The first play was actually not going for the weapons container, because if I did, I would have died. The second big play, getting the hell away from the time safe, realizing that there were sharks in the water, and I'm a surfer on the beach. There were at least 2 guys surrounding me. At least. If I would have stayed and looted the time safe, I would have died coming out the time safe. Because I got out of there so early, they didn't have time to set up. But that one dude on the ridgeline with the LMG, from what it sounded like, he had eyes on me. That's why he was shooting at me. The other 2 guys were around the garage, waiting for me to come out. But like I said, I got out of there so quick, they didn't have time to track me down and kill me. Play number 3, making sure that exit was safe. Playing Lone Wolf is a catalyst to realizing the kind of player you are. Because you have nobody to rely upon. You have your wits and your logic, and your wits and logic alone. I mean, yeah, you have game mechanics, but even the game can screw you over too. You have to think. If you don't think, you're not going to survive. And if you don't survive, you're not progressing through the game. Now, I know there wasn't any kills in this encounter, but I want to show y'all why I like playing Lone Wolf. Subscribe if you're new. I'll catch y'all in the next episode. Until next time, peace.